Hi, my name is Sam, aka Perlux. If you're like me, last year, you had a pile of cash laying around and a dope-ass PC and you're thinking, should I do it? Should I finally get a Vive and play VR? The answer is yes. VR is amazing. There's tons of free content, tons of paid content. It's not perfect yet, of course, but it's still sick as hell. For example, the CS franchise, awesome. CSGO, great. But why play CSGO? It's old school. You can play Pavlov and be in the fucking game. Here's another interesting thought to consider. The average gym membership is, say, $40 to $60 a month. Let's just go in the middle and say 50. That's $600 per year that you're spending on a gym membership, which is fine. But you could cancel that membership right now and work out in VR. You're probably thinking, Sam, I can't work out in VR. That's fucking ridiculous. You can, seriously. You buy some of those wrist weights, you put them on your wrists, you play Space Pirate Trainer and Beat Saber, you'll be dripping sweat. You'll have abs, see all 6 of them. Your muscles will just be ripping out of your shirt. You'll feel like a fucking god. Then there's Gorn. If your lust for blood wasn't saturated enough by all the other games on the market, you can fuel that sociopathic side of you with this unbelievable gore. Lopping off arms, ripping out hearts. There's no limits in that game. It's fucked up, but it's also very fun. Even movies will be affected. You launch that big screen beta game, you make your screen 50 feet wide, floating in space. I mean, that's kind of all I have to say about that. Some of the other sick-ass games out there that you'll want to play, Skyrim, Fallout VR, not really new content, but still awesome. Pavlov, like I said, Gorn, Beat Saber, super fun with lightsabers. Space Pirate Trainer will make you feel like such a badass. Shooting stuff, dodging stuff around the room, also very dangerous. Dread Halls, if you can withstand the terror. Google Earth VR is just kind of, just chill. It kind of feels like The Sims, just floating around, looking at shit. Waltz of the Wizard is just fascinating. All the escape room. Actually, I gotta go back. Waltz of the Wizard, whoever made that is some sort of mad genius. You need to play it. It's just, I was blown away. All the escape room games, there's tons of them. There's silly little games like Gnomes and Goblins, and that one with the rabbit and the hawk and the aliens. It's just cute. Senza Peso, I have no idea if I'm saying that right. There's all sorts of music video type experiences, and they're super cool. The Way VR, VR chat for more social type stuff. The Way VR also has some really cool visualizations. They're pretty mind-blowing. VR chat gets weird fast. Abduction, the guys who made Mist and Riven, also very cool. Elite Dangerous, flying around in a ship, extremely complicated, super frustrating kind of to get started, but once you figure it out and you're cruising around space stations and stuff, what the fuck? Star Trek Bridge Crew, hilarious with your friends. The Forest, super creepy, those weird baby monsters in the cave. When you see those in VR, seriously, there's a lot of VR content out there. If you think we're not really there yet, there's not many choices, you're wrong. You're just straight wrong. There are shitloads of games. There's so much to do. And there's porn. Porn in VR, I mean, come on. But in all seriousness, is the HTC Vive really worth it? It is. It's expensive, I won't lie. You need a really expensive PC, you need an expensive headset, you need an expensive setup. But once you do it, it's amazing. Every time I put that thing in front of my eyes, I just think what is going on in the world? We have that. And yet we also have brooms that people are still sweeping stuff. We've got washers and dryers that don't do laundry for you. Why do I have to take the fucking clothes out of the washer and put it in the dryer? Why isn't that just one thing? Why isn't there a robot doing that for me? I have a fucking HTC Vive and I still have to do that shit? Doesn't make any sense. So that's it. If you're debating whether or not you should get a Vive or a Rift, the answer is yes. So just do it. And that's it. So thanks for watching as always. Please consider subscribing. Yeah. Yesterday was just normal Earth. And then you put this thing on your face and you're like, how do we have this?